right. How's it going, everybody? Let me just get the game up and running. We're going to be playing Divinity Original Sin. Oop, let me just fix my controller. I'm with the Steam controller. Whenever I start big picture mode, I always have to unplug the dongle and plug it back in, which is easy because I can reach it, but if I couldn't, then I'd be pretty irritated by that problem, I guess. So let's go ahead and get the game going, and then I will switch OBS over. Whoops. Heck was that sound? Well, that was a weird sound. I don't know what that was. Oh. Oh, okay. That's why. I gotta turn that off. Alright, so let me load... Day one. Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna continue, I guess. Hopefully this doesn't, like I tried doing a multiplayer thing. Oh, I didn't look and see if, I didn't check something. Hopefully I'm on the right account. I'll have to check. And I think the music needs to be adjusted just a little bit. Okay, yeah, I think this is the right account. Yeah, because this guy had those, the two wands. One way to definitely find out is to check my inventory, which I don't remember how to do. There, like that. Yes, because I've got this little teleporter pyramid. This is the only time that I've been able to, that I played far enough to get there. Oh, what's going on here?
I don't have the right tool for digging.
I don't have the right tool for digging. This guy's voice just does not match, and let me just adjust the audio of the game just a little bit. It seems a little loud. There we go. Hey Donnelly, how's it going, buddy? No, I'm not playing Pokemon right now. I really got to be in the mood for Pokemon, and I kind of fell out of the mood for it. Sorry, pal. You know, give this one a chance though. This game's pretty cool. All right, so let me look at my journal. Yeah, log. So, on returning to Revlon from the end of time, meet Arhu, who turns out to be Zigzax's agent upon this world. According to him, sorcerers we seek are also after the Starstone, and it would be of interest to all that we get there. Okay, so, okay, plot thickens. Arhu told us that Counselor Jake collected the Starstone. He's quite right when he says it can hardly be coincidence that Jake collected the one thing both we and scheming sorcerers are after. Could the reason for his murder be linked to this collection? Alright, so I've got to find something to do with that. And it's been a long time, Donnelly. What's been going on, man? This game is really cool. I just picked it up the other day. It was on sale on Steam during the Steam Winter Sale. I'm in the mood because my game got corrupted around September 2015. Oh, your Pokemon game. I got you. Let's talk to this guy. I can't talk to them. Okay. Oh, okay. I've got a quest on yellow thing. I think is a quest marker. So I'm going to go to that yellow thing on my mini map up in the upper right. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. That's cool. I'm not really a shooter guy, although I recently started playing Counter-Strike just because I wanted to test out the Steam controller with it. And the controller works really well on Counter-Strike, although I'm terrible. But that has nothing to do with the controller. That's me.
The hero. The whole of Sightseal is above
the talk of the town, the juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight.
Awesome. Just let me add something real quick. Just checking one thing. Alright, sorry about that. Let me bring the game back up. I had to, just had to check something out. Dang it. Wrong window. Alright, so I was talking through this. He's got some rumors for me. Well, before we talk to him, I'm going to hit trade. Star Wars Battlefront, huh? How do you like that? I gotta say, the graphics for that game look amazing, but it doesn't seem like a game for me, even though I'm a huge Star Wars fan.
No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. It is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot, so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed. Yes, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine.
Well, again, you're somebody who really likes the Call of Duty style games, so Star Wars Battlefront is made for you. It's not really a game that's made for me, but I wish it was. I wish it was a single player game. That's what I really want. I want the game to be a single player so that I can play it all by myself. And I know that they probably have like training missions, but that's not really what I want. I want a real, and I like shooters that are single player games. I always have fun with those. In fact, the Dark Forces games, which were Star Wars shooters back in the day, those were amazing. And I would really like to get something like that to come out again. Alright, but what does that mean in medicine? Alright, about the opportunity you mentioned, you're not worried about the undead out and about?
Call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five,
Fabulous Five.
They see opportunities.
This guy's a good voice actor.
Riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead, full stop.
About that opportunity you mentioned.
An opportunity? It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
And that's the one thing that I really wish that they had in this game, Donnelly. That what I really want to have is a story mode. So that's why I didn't get it. But like I did see some mods that people had made, and those mods that kind of changed the lighting. The lighting, when they changed it, it made the game look almost like a real, like somebody shooting footage of guys dressed in Star Wars or in Stormtrooper armor instead of just being, a game. It looked amazing. All right, so I've got. This is really weird. This is one of those. Okay, so you know how in games sometimes you get to choose dialogue. Well, you also get to choose the dialogue of the other people in your party. It's really weird. So this guy wants to know if I like adventure. I'm here on my duty, which is hardly the same as adventuring.
Which is hardly the same as adventuring.
Okay, so let's see. And now I get to pick what the other guy says.
Agreed. Adventuring implies frivolity. Duty does not.
You can play most of the modes, can be played... Oh, they just don't have a... I think they should get rid of Emperor Palpatine. Emperor Palpatine's in the game? Like, as a thing, a playable dude?
You may tell yourself you dislike adventure, but the mud on your boots and the blood on your blades say otherwise. One wouldn't become a source hunter if one didn't relish the exhilaration of battle, the lust for hidden knowledge and secrets.
Okay.
Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Okay, I guess I could probably want to learn more, or earn more. So, do riches not interest me, or will I say that I haven't, or that I have actually thought about that? Alright, he's the worst character ever. Hey, yeah, him and Vader, Boba, Leia, Solo, Luke are the heroes versus the villains. Interesting. You know what game that reminds me of is, oh, I can't remember. Legend of the Terry Kai. It was a Star Wars fighting game. Alright, I'm gonna say that riches don't really interest me much.
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
And I'll have this guy disagree with me just a little bit.
Really? I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny.
Well, don't quarrel about it on my account. Still, if a matter is divisive, it is divisive mainly because it is alluring. And riches are so very alluring.
Yeah, I saw the modes that you're talking about where you play as like a regular dude, and after you get enough kills or whatever, you get to call in the I guess I'll say the heroes versus or the villains, and that seems like a cool mechanic. But again, I'm not into online shooters very much. It's just not my style of game. But man, I wish it were, because there'd be a lot of games that I could play.
So, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that, and at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Sure, why not? Better to lead than to follow, that much is true. Doily? Oh, Dooku. Oh, I gotcha. That's cool. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Grievous, but I bet you he's fun to play. Oh, I don't know how to spell Dooku. I think we'll call him Doily anyway. That's better. I didn't really like him either. Better to be served than be served.
I disagree. I, for one, am content.
I'm just gonna have these guys argue with each other all the time.
You disagree with one another, but that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve.
Alright, my wife has just informed me that it is my duty to order pizza, so I will be back in just a second.
And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it. Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers guild in Riverlong. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so, to realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started? What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to call for the pizza. So they're adding Yoda, Windu, Obi-Wan, and Chewie. Now, what would be cool is if they added old Obi-Wan instead of young Obi-Wan. Not that young Obi-Wan was bad, because he was probably the best part of the prequels. But I'd like to see old Obi-Wan, you know? Ben Kenobi. Alright, so this guy wants me to sign a waiver.
Should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five, and thereby draw new knights into
Oh, this is a pyramid scheme. This guy is awesome.
From their contracts too. By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat. Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights.
All right, what do you think? Do I enlist with the Fabulous Five pyramid scheme and try and sell cleaning supplies door to door? If you don't know about Amway, then you're not going to get the joke.
What's not to like?
I'll let you decide. I'm going to grab a soda. All right. Let's go ahead and enlist then.
Of course. Of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that...
I wonder if I can read it before I sign it. That's the question that I have. That's the question of the day.
What do you say?
Better the world, earn a lot of gold. Yes, comedy. The Fabulous Five business sounds too good to be true. I'm going to pass. We'll go with the first one. Welcome back, Donnelly.
Earn a lot of gold. Yes, count me in.
Oh, I did say I was going to have these guys disagree all the time.
Listen, we, the Terrific Two, will soon become a one-man act if you don't join the Fabulous Five.
Whoa. Okay. I'll go with 2.
I'm trying to get you out of a bad
Okay,
deal,
so
don't you see?
what you probably, if you've not seen this before, this is cool. If these guys disagree enough, they have to play rock, paper, scissors to see who wins this argument. So they're going to argue back and forth, but basically they play rock, paper, scissors. Now, since it's obviously an RNG of the other guy, I always just pick rock every time. I wonder if the game ever, if he notices that I pick rock every time. Ooh. See, I want to keep picking rock every time to see if it brings up something else. Keeps picking paper. Oh, I'm gonna go with the scissors. Oh, seriously? Alright, Roderick won this argument.
Very well, have it your way.
Oh, how frightfully disappointing. How illogical and short-sighted of you. To deny the fabulous...
Alright. Man, that guy was long-winded. I just wanted to go in this door. Alright. There's the... Oh, what's this white thing over here?
They say he's privy to ancient and arcane secrets, the likes of which I doubt you could even fathom, old friend.
Talk to Novak.
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know?
I'll take my leave. I don't want to talk to this guy about the Fabulous Five. I'll never hear the end of it. So, I think this... is that the yellow thing?
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit...
Oh, that's right. I gotta go talk to Captain Aureus. I wish I knew where he was. Is there a map? How do I open the map? There's the map. Alright, so I gotta find Captain Aureus. Town Hall bathroom. The Relian's clinic. Harbor warehouse. Where is Aureus? I guess I just haven't found it yet. When I come out of here, I'm gonna head north, I guess. So we'll head back out of here. Wait, does it... Yeah, I want to go around the building and go north. Wait, is there yellow anywhere? Okay, look at this. There's a yellow one right here that says Esmeralda. Legion headquarters. That's where the guy's going to be. So I'm not going to head north. I'm going to head over here. You know what I do want to do? I want to change the options so that my map will stay north. So set difficulty, save games, dialogue, audio, user interface. Here we go. Rotating minimap, disable. There, that's better. And gotta find my way into this building. Can I go this way? I think I'm gonna run into something here. Yep, that's not the right way. So I'm gonna have to go down and around, I guess. Because I want to get into... Well, let me look at the map and see what what this is. That's Esmeralda. Oh, cool. You can see her walking around. That's cool. But that's not actually what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the Legionnaire headquarters so I can talk to the big cheese, the head MacGuffin. Here, chicken. That's weird.
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
This way? No, I think it's... Yeah, I gotta go this way. Where's the entrance? There we go. Found it.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down here.
Legion headquarters. So I'm... It looks like a bunch of spider webs. There we go. Wait, is that the guy? Stop walking around, doofus.
I hope your quest fares well, dear.
Oh, that's not who I want to talk to. Yeah, I'll talk to this guy real quick.
What? I'd never. If you must know, I was merely checking up on Maxine, the mayor's cat.
So just to explain, this guy... this guy is also a cat. So he must have been hanging out with the mayor's cat. That's a little funny. Got lots of stuff, but I don't have a whole lot of money, so yeah.
What a delight she is. The temperament of...
I'll take my leave. Alright, so this was not the right place. Let's head back out. And bring up the map. So that is... Says that that's where Captain Arius is. Maybe he's downstairs. Oh, no, I see it now.
What have we here, then? A so-called source hunter, eh?
Hey, that's the same voice as that last guy that I just talked to for a long time.
But don't make way. Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for... Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand? I am in command of this town. Not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary. The scene of the crime is over at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter.
Alright, so we've got permission. I'm gonna go talk to... I'm gonna go back to the scene of the crime.
Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face furious.
Alright, so we gotta go around this. That yellow dot down there, that's Esmeralda. That's the guy's wife, the guy who got killed. A lot of people think that she's the chief suspect, but Arhu, the cat man, who we'll call him Catman from now on, because otherwise I'll forget who he is. He doesn't think that it's her, just because I guess some magic was used in order to kill the guy, and he says that she's not talented enough for that. Basically, I think he's saying she's too dumb to have committed a crime this clever. So we'll see in a second.
Greetings, Source Hunter. Not exactly the friendliest bloke, the captain, is he? Well, your reward for getting your ear chewed off is a waltz through the town's finest magical murder scene. Enjoy.
Whoa! Whoa! The heck was that? Alright, so I have to investigate now. Look in the mirror.
Looking good.
Looking good. Oh, I didn't want to pick up the painting of a rooster. I wanted to look at it. We'll open this. It's locked. Actions. Pick lock. I guess I can't pick the lock. An inert stone. Actions. Pick up. All the candles we can ignore. Nothing. Alright, well, we gotta get that door open somehow. Or that chest open. It looks like the guy exploded. And there's some scorch marks all over the walls. Okay, I'm not noticing anything. Maybe I'm just not...
Good.
Let's talk to this guy. Maybe he knows where the key is to that.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I...
Alright, he does the same thing again. So let's see...
Corpse and see what clues we can find.
Wait, what did he say? Go to the log. Oh, it doesn't have my party's stuff on there. Maybe if I attack it. That's not gonna really. I mean, I can eventually get there, but let's go talk to Esmeralda. Maybe she'll have the key. Let me shut the door. Actually, let's talk to the this guy.
Hearty welcome to the King Crab.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? Death and dark magic ain't exactly great for business, you know. That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say I can't say exactly who. This inn isn't in the business of asking many questions, if you know what I mean. She came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to such transactions after many similar concerning a certain Esmeralda. Figured this were just more at same. I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same as she. Again, standard practice for Mrs. Counselor and her visitors. I was startled awake by a horrendous hubbub shortly after midnight. I jumped up and grabbed me grandpappy's machete, bleary-eyed and awash in fright. By the time I burst into that room, it was horribly silent. There was only Jake on the floor, dead, surrounded by what may as well have been a battlefield. Whoever done it has escaped through the window, but I saw nary a soul when I looked out. You can bet I hightailed it to the Legion barracks faster than a jackrabbit after that. Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything, but after all that's happened, I wonder if that weren't a grave mistake. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged in his very inn,
there we go.
He's called the Duke of Ferrell, a high title for a low man. If you have...
Let's go talk to that guy. No, that's not him. Whoops. Francis, I will interview you later. Citizen Novak.
Careful now. Your head's growing more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Duke of Ferrell. Here we go.
Hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor...
I'm actually going to turn off the voice acting if I can.
So you're just hanging
Whoops.
around the inn, are you?
Options. Here we go. Audio.
I'll thank you to leave me be, you old bat.
Audio.
You think you can speak that way to a... Well,
Hey, stop that.
Potato-eating peasant.
What is going on here?
Back, demon! Back or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? Give Captain Wartruce my regards next time you see him. They say... Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. And come to think of it, one that might concern you. See, I'm here on, well, let's call it a loan from a town to the north of here. Hunter's Edge by name. There's been an attack there, comrade. Orcs. Not your
Orcs were attacking here too.
What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to send them packing. Preferably with our... I came south seeking the Legion's help. Only to find it tied here in Sicil. Well, comrade, I hadn't thought of it till you tapped my shoulder just now. But perhaps that's where you come in.
I'd like to get to the combat.
I need a contingent I can trust if I'm to take back the town. And the way I see it, you could use reinforcements here in town.
Continue.
I've been scouting Sicil for some time now, and I believe I've sussed out sufficient intel to help solve the murder of the Counselor. With our minds and swords in tandem, we'll make short work of the perpetrator.
Whoops, wrong button. Okay.
Well, you know the old expression. 2's a tea party, 3's an invasion. I know this place like the back of my hand by now, and the orcs up north will be short work for a trained-up trio of sauce hunters.
Fantastic plan with 3 source hunters working in tandem. Yeah.
A fantastic plan. With 3 source hunters working in tandem, we'll put an end to all the evils bent against this fair.
Another source hunter on the...
I'm gonna have these guys agree because I really don't want to deal with the chance of them saying no.
That's the sound of every orc.
All right, so now I got 3. Let's talk to this guy again.
I suppose. Yes, she and I have a history. As easy as it would be to pin suspicions on Esmeralda or I assure you that the affair was... Jake and Esmeralda had no great affection for each other. He had his interests, she had hers, and there was little... It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Counselor and I were...
Okay. So let's go talk to Esmeralda, I guess.
I smell... the fierce stench of rotten source goblin.
Actually, I think that's only roast pig.
Ah, yes, of course. This time.
So, oh, what kind of, Medora, what kind of, oh, she's a warrior. Awesome. I'll have her drive for a little bit. Wait, that's, this is the door I have to go in. Oh, that's her back door. Yeah. The front one, how do I get around there? I gotta go this way, I think. And there's the door. Hey.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Well, I there. Lonesome, spiritless, perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Where's the door to her place? There we go. Up security guard. Let's, Septimus. I know that name. You find that most prefer talking to main heroes, but they're willing to trade with companions too. Okay. End. So... there we go.
Legion's greetings. I have been informed about your heroics on the beach. Were that I had been there to partake in the battle. But my duties lie here. Sworn as I am to protect Lady Esmeralda from the rabble that would enforce summary justice on her. Even though she is, until proven guilty, wholly innocent. Jake's murder is, in a word, a tragedy. He was well loved in all of Sicile. The Council of Seven couldn't have wished for a better ambassador. That he of all people should have braved the undead siege for so long, only to be felled by foul sorcery, is heartrending.
He obviously doesn't think she did it, so I'll just talk to her.
Lords above, grant me patience. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Here because you think I killed my husband. How many times do I need to state and restate my like I told just about every legionnaire in town, I don't know anything about poor Jake's murder. I want his killer found and tried, but everyone suspects me of this evil deed. So what happened? Some of them tittle-tattling crab chasers down the pub call me a murderous gold digger and you believe them? These insinuations truly go beyond the pale. Oh, I think I'm getting one of my headaches. Well, what do you want to know?
She seems to be quite adamant about her innocence.
Dear Septimus,
We'll need
that
to
you
look for
haven't been
evidence
fighting those
if we want to
awful
prove
orcs.
she actually
I
did
can't
the evil
bear
deed.
to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, lady. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
Oh, but what if you were to be ambushed, caught unawares? Oh, catch me.
This
for
guy
my
seems to
sake.
really like her. I wonder if he's the one that did it. Although he's a legionnaire, not a mage, as far as I know. I don't really see anything that's jumping out at me. So far, I'm not really getting any, nothing's really jumping out at me as, out of the ordinary. I'm actually going to head out of town for a little bit, see if I can. So far, I've just kind of followed the quest path and done what it told me to do. Can I go this way? I think I can. Yep. Let's see what's through here. Oh, this is the beach. Did I come up from here? I think I did. I wish that you... I like that you can turn the... Yeah, this is where I fought the orcs. See if this guy will let me by. He wouldn't let me by before. Hold on, there's a cat in this room that wants to leave. Don't come in. Alright, I'm back.
Still thinking about exploring the beach? You're free to go, though we legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts, so we won't be able to back you up. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. I certainly hope you know what you're doing.
Look alive, my good man. This gate'll be short work for a well-equipped contingent of orcs.
Alright, it told me not to come out here because I'm too low level. So I could be coming up on my death.
Sicilians retreated from this battle, but what about the orcs?
Either they've taken to the sea or set up an encampment in yonder caves. Keep your weapon at the ready.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, hello.
Good
What
God.
have we here? An adventurer, I judge, by the world-weary look of your weapon, and a noble by the wonderfully deep pockets clipped to your belt. What luck! What luck! Have a look by all means. You'll find every mate you look like just the sort of self-starter to appreciate what I mean. Weapons, 4 of them, that the intrepid adventurer can improve and upgrade as he travels if he finds the right pieces. See them? See them? Judge for yourself.
Okay, that's kind of cool. You said 4 of them. So a bow, a staff, an axe, and a sword. What in the heck is this thing?
What do you think you're doing? Well, it's no bone off my nose, Chasm, in any case. Have a look through my wares if you like to find something already wiped clean of orc ooze. My prices won't disappoint.
Okay. So Skeletor here is really weird. I don't see any caves they were talking about. Oh, there's an orc. He's all by himself though. And he's crying?
Away with your weapons! Away! Leave up in our hometown. We honour the dead by decorating their graves with whatever materials we have. In this case, it's wood. They look rather fetching, don't they? I'll keep you proud. I don't want to fight. I ain't after no fancy stuff.
The orcs are after the stone.
Bury these bodies the traditional way. It's the least I could do for my dear brother, Oggy.
Yeah, just sec. Yeah. Alright, so this guy does not want to fight, which is awesome and interesting. It would be really cool if he could join. I don't think that's probably.
Oh, it was such a dear lad he was. We wanted to see the world, but we saw next to nothing before he was called to serve the old mother in the afterlife. In our village, oh, poor Oggy will never see her again. Tradition goes that a warrior should be buried with his best armor so he can defend himself in the afterlife. There weren't so many spoils after the battle, but I managed to give old Oggy the best set. A proud send-off for a proud soldier.
This orc is obviously bereft. We may risk missing out on that armor set, but we've got to leave him be.
Agreed. Robbing the dead is bad enough, but to do it while a mourner looks on is simply vile.
Don't think I didn't see that twinkle in your eye when I spoke of the armor, small bones. But I thank you. Don't play dumb with me, small bones. You know as well as I that your little city here won't be rid of us orcs till my kind gets that fancy schmancy bloodstone you got in yonder cove.
Alright, so the orcs are after it too.
We made a promise to an orc after all.
I have to look at the map. Okay, I gotta go back this way. Whoops, didn't mean to zoom in. Oh, he wants to say something.
That pathetic heap of source-addled frogskin thought it could fool us, did it? Old Medora knows for certain that orc would have loved nothing better than to axe you in the back while it cried on your shoulder. Well, I didn't mean to imply that I've yet to meet.
Alright. Let's go over to the waypoint and see if... Waypoint's over here. No, there's... I don't think that... I only think that I've ever uncovered 2 waypoints. Oh, gosh, no, I guess I was wrong. Harbor Northgate. What was that? Why did that say warm? Oh, because he's walking next to the fire.
Now, where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Alright, so I guess I gotta head south then.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant.
So this is south, okay. I can check in those barrels. Nothing. Oh wait, what was that? Empty canister. Whatever. I guess I gotta go talk to the yellow things again. Let's see, who is this? That's Esmeralda. I talked to her. I'm gonna go back to talk to the captain again. Maybe my character noticed something that I didn't? That death scene was really nothing to look at.
Careful, comrades.
A
I've
good
seen
day to you.
sorcerers infuse even lowly fowl with dark enchantments.
Not chicken. Let's get him. There you go.
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew
Where is this?
Can't you hear the stage calling you?
All I know right now is that if the pizza doesn't get here soon, I'm gonna eat my microphone. I'm so hungry. And where is this? Okay, I know where I am. Yeah, here we go. This is the building. Everything looks different when you rotate things this way, you know, when you're heading that way or whatever. It always looks different when you're walking through an area.
Ah, the source hunt. Oh, still not finished with that. Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow.
Everyone's down to
Everyone
crabs on the
in town, down
beach.
to the crabs on the beach is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on if you must. I'd say they're looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion. Bravo! Figured that one out, did you? I haven't been stuck here for 2 years because we're being besieged by
Fluffy kittens.
you know. Those brain-feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
Change the subject.
If you must. I'd say they're looking for weak.
Oh no, I already did that.
Figured that one out, did you? I hadn't.
Alright, so he doesn't seem to have any ideas. Let's go talk to the Catman.
How can I help you, my friend?
By all means.
strangers leading orcs, humans. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. A shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays.
You mean like people who turn into cats?
I don't know quite what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. Of course, I hope your investigation fares well. I myself have none. Even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very... It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to...
There we
speak to
go,
the
finally a
mortician,
lead.
though. Chap called Roberts. He has a house by the graveyard.
All right, go talk to Roberts. I like how it gets super bright when you go out. Let's take a look at the map.
You don't think it's infected, do you? Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Esmeralda, where's the graveyard?
I'll be disfigured for life. Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius.
I don't know where.
Look on the bright side.
Let's go around this building. Maybe the graveyard's to the. Is up here, I mean.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure.
Oh no, that's a gate.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond.
Legionnaire, at your service. You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the undead-infested world. Thank you for heeding my...
Alright, so he says not to go out there probably because I'm too low level. Let's find the graveyard.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage
it. I don't know. Wait, what is this? That's interesting. Oh, there's a new, whatever this is. Waypoint. Cool. Or is that one that I've already been to? I don't see a graveyard anywhere. Maybe it's over in this area. I feel like I'm going the wrong way. I don't want to talk to Egglanderer right now. I really just want to go fight something. Well, this feels like another gate because it's got these things just to keep things at bay.
I need to dry off. Be careful. I feel like I've just had a long bath in a cold lake.
Oh, okay, maybe the graveyard's out here. Oh, okay, here we go. I got what I wanted. Half-eaten zombie? Oh my goodness, gross. Alright. So, let's start with an attack. Alright, the target's too far away. So I'm going to have her come up here. And what do we got here? What's this do? Melee power stance. Increases both the damage of your melee attacks and your movement speed at the cost of precision. I'll turn that on. And then I'll end the turn. Now this decapitator. Alright, Roderick is also a warrior. Alright, how many do I need for that? That requires 4. I'll have him move there. Then I'll use the bull's charge. Alright, so now I've got those two. Oh man, that's gross. I think that I have Thunder Jump. That's a good one. These guys are not taking a whole lot of damage. Let's see, what do we got? Crushing Fist. An enormous fist smashes down their enemy and knocks them down. Helping Hand. Whirlwind. I've got 2 right next to me. Whirlwind would be a good move. And I'll save the other 2 for later. Oh, didn't see that coming. Uh-oh. See, what does he have? Does it hurt allies? Let me read this. Harmless looking bottle deals damage. Don't know if it hurts allies or not, so I'm going to have to be careful. And I'm going to use it, though. It snaps. Can I do it? I can't seem to move it away. I still have it hit them. Well, here's to find out. I mean, I've saved recently, so if it kills me, it kills me. And that did hurt me as well.
Let the blood of our enemies be your motivation.
Does anybody else smell smoke?
I think everybody else smells smoke, RJ. Vampiric Touch, but I've not really heard all that much, so I'm just going to go Burning Touch. And I can't attack anymore.
Your wounds are my rewards.
There we go. Crushing Fist. And there's another cat in here. I gotta let him out. Okay. What else we got here? Helping Hand. Nobody's prone. Well, no. Can I just attack? Oh, I can attack while he's prone. Nice. Alright, Medora. Stick around. You're gonna get healed. Your wounds on Medora. Nice. That was quite a bit. Yeah. All right, I'll be right out. And after this combat, I'm going to go eat pizza. So thank you very much for coming by.
I feel like I've been set in stone. Look, I'm dripping.
And that's it for him. Why are they stunned? Fireball. Let's do fireball. And she's back. We'll do this. And I think she's done. Now Roderick. That guy's just about dead. He's dead. Where's the zombie? I can't see it. There it is. Roderick is stunned. Oh, he's stunned because of me. Okay, well, what if I come over here? Oh, because of... Oh, maybe it's because it's raining? Oh, that would be really cool.
I'm powerless to protect myself.
Uh-oh. Medora's turn. There we go. All right, combat's over. Come over here. And get back into town. It should autosave. All right, it did not save, so I'm going to save. And thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.